Hello, beautiful Taurus. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, this is Divine Light, and I'm so happy you have joined me today. In this reading, we will dive into the energies of your next 4 weeks with a general overview. We're going to start out with the coffee cup, then I'm going to do a detailed week by week tarot reading. And afterwards, we're going to pull 3 important things at this time you need to know. God or goddess of assistance for the month and the further guidance, okay? Let's start out with the coffee cup, but before I would like to remind you, if you go on to enjoy this message, the best way to support is to go ahead, hit subscribe. It's a free way to support also. And if you would like a private reading from me, you can check out the description box. I have my email down there. You can just send me an email. I don't know if you can see, but I am seeing here 1, 2, 3, 4 different Tears of Joy, which is the second week. It seems like 2 weeks from now, they're going to show up. And they can present themselves in very little, however, good news, okay? So it's like a positive news, positive things to come. It can be even, I feel like because it's outside your comfort zone, maybe something good is happening to someone that you know that gives you hope that, oh, if it happens to them, it can happen to me. It can create that kind of belief for you, okay? I see here there are 3 different pathways opening in a week or so. 2 of them are short. One of them is long, and it is actually going to have like a longevity in it. It's gonna like last longer than the other 2. I see one of them has a foot right there at the end of it. This can be one of them, like looks like a sock or a foot. This can be something you want to, maybe somewhere you want to go, but you're hesitant. Should I go or not? I feel like this can be for some of you, a person that you want to connect and talk to, but you're hesitant if they're going to accept you or not. I feel there's a phone line right there. It's time to just pick up the phone and send them an email or send them a text message to ask if they are available. Maybe on Monday, they're going to be able to see you. And following that, just other short pathway, I see an elephant's trunk. This is the eye of the elephant. This is the trunk of the elephant. So these seems like they're connected, however, not directly. So this person might actually mention something when you go have the conversation and give you an idea about something. This doesn't mean that they're going to be referral or anything like that. It can be like in the conversation, they mention something, and when you pursue it, follow it, it can really open up a doorway for material satisfaction and long-term financial stability. The thing is, first there's going to be an exploration, then the long term coming forward. So you're not really jumping into this thing with both feet. You're going to test the waters first, it seems like, and it can turn into something that is going to bring long term stability into your life. I see here inside, when we look at it, the first thing I see was an arrow. The arrow is pointing out a certain direction to your heart's desire. And from that, I feel you might actually start seeing signs and symbols, arrows and directions, like enter, exit, kind of like the arrows can actually lead you towards something that your heart is desiring. This can be the simplest thing. It doesn't have to be a massive thing, but it can be in the direction. For example, when you're driving, pay attention to the signs and not only like the traffic rules basically, but also it can lead you towards like maybe there's some place that you want to go, that foot maybe even leading you towards somewhere that you've never been before. That can be the signal for that, okay? I see there's a face on the bottom, kind of looks like a little dog's face, and there's a duck right next to it. Dog is loyalty, duck is actually protection, someone who's maternal protecting you. And it seems like these 2 are either merged in one person's personality, or they're 2 people, maybe like family members, the mother and the sibling. It can be someone like something like that coming together here. I see there's a Capricorn. You can see with the horns here. Capricorn can be someone maybe trying to muddy the waters with these people between you and them, okay? Capricorn doesn't have to be a Capricorn. By the way, Capricorn represented by devil. When we look at, the devil is represented by Capricorn. When we look at the tarot, so this can be someone who has that devil energy. They're whispering into your ear, however, they're not really taking any action, so you're thinking they are actually friendly, they're doing you a favor, but there might be like putting blame on these 2 people that are actually loyal to you. They're going to be protecting you. They are They're going to be supporting you no matter what. So be aware of that, okay? The devil can show up there looking like they're acting like the bigger person in the situation. However, maybe they're trying to single you out, okay? It's very important. Another thing I see is the bear right there. Taurus, you have the bear's energy, even though you're presented by the bull in the zodiac. You have the strength and resilience of the bear, and bear is also a foodie. Like the Tauruses that I know, they really like that. Okay, it doesn't mean they're picky also. It's not really they eat everything. It's because they enjoy the good stuff. So this can be something that I was actually watching a baby bear going into a supermarket, get locked in there, and he ate all the honey out of the jars. So this can be a situation that you're going to find yourself in a place that you will have everything you desire. It's not about the food. However, too much of it, that's what happened to the bear. It just passed out and like went into I think a slight coma. So it can be something that is too much to handle initially. And this can be a work environment. This can be like a feast that you're going to be invited to. It's not always about the food. This can be like the work. I want to give the example of maybe you're going to step into a space that you will have. This will be your dream. You're going to be like practicing your dream, doing your dream. However, you might really indulge in that. Okay, just lose yourself. Give more than you're getting, which can tire you out. That's why this bear is actually being like inside of like this limitations, meaning limit yourself when you realize you're doing more than you're supposed to. Okay, and this is maybe within the first week that you're actually going to work on something too much, and then that can drain your energy. At the end, you might not have energy for other things that you want to accomplish. However, I see that you're actually limiting yourself is going to put you in a very strong and powerful position here. Limiting doesn't mean within the second week. Limiting doesn't mean don't do what you're supposed to do. Okay, for some of you, if you're workaholic, you probably know what I'm talking about. Doing like not more than what you're supposed to do, but triple amount of what you're supposed to do. Okay, so like staying till midnight at work, kind of a thing. And like nothing is going to be resolving after 10 o'clock basically. And if after the dark comes in, unless like you're working at night, that's not what I'm talking about. If you're working at night, you know your schedule, you know your shift. What happens here is within the second week, kind of like a whale. Now I see when I look at this side, but when I look at that side, there is actually kind of looks like a snake here. Your bear, again, you are going to make very important decisions, it seems like here. That's why you keep showing up as the bear, someone as an authority, someone strong, powerful. Everybody looks up to you. So you might become at work and in house that your decisions are going to really matter to people. Even the whale swims towards you to get some advice. This can be someone powerful, someone stable, someone who maybe even has like their own financial stability and structure. And on the other side, though, that maybe you don't see that part, the snake indicates changing skin. This person is going through it, okay? And that's why they're showing up. It seems like here you're going to connect with them. And I feel the connection is actually, you see the stairs that this person's climbing, is going to also help you climb some of those stairs that you like to success, your heart's desire, okay? So your good advice will be helping other people and maybe even support that you're going to give them, mental support. It doesn't have to be always like financial support. I feel like here the mental support is going to really like help them, and that they will take you with them. They're not going to, because this person is climbing up the stairs to a higher level too. This can be in the spiritual sense. This can be in the material sense. Maybe in as a promotion that they're climbing up the stairs. Okay, it doesn't have to be limited to one thing. The third week, there's a massive crowd here. And in the crowd, I see a dragon. Dragon can be a Sagittarius energy, and the dragon has a chicken next to it. And if you ever heard that actually the chicken is the closest thing to the dinosaurs, the dragon, the dinosaurs DNA right now. So this can be the dinosaur, the dragon is actually indicates someone really powerful. Can be a Sagittarius. I usually interpret it as Sagittarius, but can be someone fiery, adventurous, powerful. impulsive time to time because they like to do, they want to do, they like to go on an adventure without even calculating it. But the chicken is the more, I feel like it's the evolved version if you look at the historical sense, because I mean, I don't know if we can say that too, because it's just not exactly. However, it's a smaller version of it. Right next to them, there's a controlling agent. I feel like this person is controlling that energy, and but it is a good thing. This can be you, by the way, Taurus. You might have set fire in your chart, and that can give you this fiery idea that you want to execute right away. You want to do something. The chicken can be someone who is actually thinking a little bit smaller. However, because of their size, because of their limitations, however, that's going to be a good advice for you to just ground you at that time, okay? So this person can be, maybe you come up with a business idea and you want to execute it right away. You want to ship thousands of pieces of an item that you're going to design. And this person might be telling you, okay, let's start gradually, okay? Let's do it one bit at a time. Let's see, try to source it from here. Let's not go to China to get thousands of millions of stuff. So it can be someone like that, which is a good thing because you can see the aura actually gets lighter when you stick to their ideas. They're whispering into your ear. The things are going to get lighter. Within the 4th week, you can see the smiling face right there. The eyes are turning into stars, the face and the nose right there. And so you might really get, oh, okay, that was good. We did great kind of idea and feeling. It's like a peace coming to you, okay? I want to see if there's any letters around this chicken. There's a letter R, Ronald, Regina, or maybe K, but it kind of looks like R. C maybe. There's another R right there. There was another R right there. There are 3 of them. So it can mean the first name or the last name of this person. So yeah, it's very clear. And they're going to like E right there. So they're going to really ground you to in a project. So this can even be, maybe you're not going to do anything wild. You're just thinking going big. This can be a person who's coming up with the planning of this thing. Okay. What happens within the 2nd week? I see that you're across from someone. There's a gateway in between you, and there's a dog in between you. Dog can be someone loyal to you, towards you, turning towards you, and maybe creating a deal, a table that you're going to sit down with a person and negotiate. This can be like a recruiter arranging a job interview, and this can be maybe someone that you didn't talk to for a while, that you had like a sour situation happening. Maybe someone, the 3rd person, is going to mediate between you and bring you guys together. Either way though, there's negotiation happening here. Negotiation is going to help you put down your rules moving further. This can even be, I'm feeling for some of you, it's a romantic thing. And you might have a connection with this person still, and you might like really sit down and plan the future of this relationship together. Okay, plan how you're going to approach in the future, who's going to do what in the relationship. But there's like something happening in between, and I see that there is like a person, looks like a mustache here, a masculine figure. The eyes are close to each other, small beady eyes close to each other. There might be someone not agreeing with that, okay? They're on the under the table, and I see, but I see the elephant right there, the elephant's eyes and the trunk showing up too. I keep seeing different things every time I look. So this person might be thinking material side of the relationship that you're fixing, okay? Maybe this can be someone giving advice because it's not on the other side of the person. Maybe they're advising that, okay, it's not going to be a good material deal for you. Don't do it. Or if this is maybe, I'm thinking maybe even a marriage, that you're going through marriage counseling, and maybe on the other side, there's a person saying that, oh, like split up, or it's just like take your stuff, don't give anything. If that's the kind of like a deal that going to happen. There's somebody else, the 3rd person in this space, that you don't see it under the table. It's happening under the table. You don't see it, but be aware of it, because I feel like here the person in front of you wants to make the deal. They want to get along. They want to get a peaceful agreement. However, some people might be thinking that you don't deserve it, or trying to be protective of the situation. I'm thinking like the mother-in-law popped into my head right away, but it doesn't have to be that. This can even be, like I said, a job interview that you're going through. Maybe this is like an accountant getting involved. Most of the time, they just give you a budget. But this time, maybe somebody that has nothing to do with the situation is trying to get involved. And the thing is, though, the deal has an arrow on it. There's a legal paper here. There's the arrow on it. I told you the arrow actually is the beginning of the timeline. Like, it's just right on the brink of it. So the thing is, you might get a paper in front of you, and that paper, when you read it carefully, the contract, agreement, or something is going to have the right direction in it, okay? So you might have to get the third eye of someone to see it, analyze it, and give you maybe advice about it. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. Let's see what the answer is going to be for that one. This kind of looks like a big rock on top of a rock. So you might be building something. Okay. Your desire is coming really fast. It seems like it is splitting up into two, and there's a second desire here, but at the end, someone is not going to be happy. So maybe you're trying to make everyone happy. That's another thing that delays our manifestations, guys. Maybe you're trying to make everyone happy with a certain deal. However, not everybody is going to be happy, and it's not related to you. It's because of the way they see things. Sometimes people get the things, for example, during the Christmas, children, we can see, observe them from the children. Okay, there's other blessings are coming forward, guys. If you move with the first desire, there are unseen desires, other things are coming. Like the children, they ask for something, for example, for the Christmas, they want the pink, for example. If you go get the blue one, they're going to be disappointed, even if you get the thing that they wanted, and they wouldn't understand, or they didn't have that color. Okay? So I feel like there's a person that you're dealing with, and they don't understand that part. Like, they didn't have that color. Okay? And you have still shown the courtesy. And what happens is that actually comes from the ungrateful attitude sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. So it's about discernment this time to understand if this person is going to appreciate it. Even though you get your desires, somebody looks like they're not going to be happy. I feel like this is the person. And I felt the energy of like not feeling good enough. This person doesn't feel good enough. That's why they want the things to be precise. It's not really about what you're doing. So don't take it personally. I also see here, there's a massive crowd. There's a woman. She's wearing a hat, wearing a fur, coming forward. She has like a little younger girl that is attached to her. This can be an extremely protective mother actually coming to you. And this can be like, if you're, this actually, the first thing came to me, if you're a teacher, maybe you might be dealing with this kind of a parent. It can be the situation here. However, they're passing by. They're not going to stay too long. And if you attach the shoe to them, if you go back and forth, it can turn into a big mess. But I feel like you're just going to pass on that. You're not going to dwell on that too much. I see another dog right here. You had many dogs this reading. So, and there's actually looking to a car. I'm going to interpret the car as there is maybe vehicle change that you're doing, or you want to go to a certain place. It seems like here there's someone, a tears of joy fell out. This can be a person close to your heart who has a good advice for you when it comes to that. Okay, just go ahead. Close to your heart, meaning close to your maybe friends, family, someone that you live together. They might have a very valuable advice about this transportation device, or maybe even like a place that you want to go. So it's good to get some like a conversation happening before you take action. This is the 3rd week timeline as the timeline goes. Let's get into the tarot now. If you have a specific desire, you can focus on that. We're going to look into the situation. That's what's going to happen. And then the action you should be taking and the outcome of the situation. Okay, we had 9 of Swords here. Within the first week, you might really feel, I don't want to say like 9 of Swords is fear, but it can turn into a self-fulfilling prophecy as well. You might be feeling like the things that I do is not going to work out, or some things that if you're dealing with a certain situation, you keep thinking, looking at the thing from the worst side all the time. And it seems like here, if you keep thinking, not seeing, you see there's actually stars and the sun on your blanket. Your eyes are closed and your mind keeps chattering, okay, telling you, oh, it's not going to happen, or it's going to happen. If this is a negative thing, just instead of thinking the worst thing can happen, maybe opening your eyes and what can I do when the worst thing happens? Looking at from that direction is very important. The second thing is, what's the best thing can happen? And anticipate that and think about that, okay? And the action, yeah, another thing here, this is the way to deal with the Nine of Swords, the mental things, so seeing from the best part. And the action you should be taking is advising with the right people. Three of Pentacles, teamwork makes the dream work. Pick up the phone and call that person who's an expert in the situation. If you're not an expert, you're not going to be able to see the answer to it. And I actually, the other day, I overheard my sister talking to her friend about a situation, and this person was extremely knowledgeable how to handle that. And even she was like so worried, oh, what are we gonna do? And this person knew exactly what to do, and like something like a procedural thing, and described it so well and had a lot of experience about it too. And then just exact moment I heard it, I started calming down and I was having anxiety for her. But the thing is here, teamwork makes the dream work. Somebody has your answer and you need to just connect with that energy, and they will be helpful too. Like work with their energy, even though this sounds not really good, like something that you should be doing. But if this person is an expert, they're gonna guide you towards the right direction, which is the Ten of Pentacles, the outcome, guys. So they know what they're doing. So, or you can say that when you work with the people they know what they're doing, they're going to always guide you towards prosperity, wealth, abundance, resources, and long-term stability. Okay, let's see the Nine of Swords. What's this about? Let's pull a card. Okay, Three of Wands. Is this an adventure, guys? Are you going on a new adventure? Are you investing in something new? And Three of Wands indicates trusting energy. Maybe on the face value, you're trusting, oh, it's going to work out. But deep down in there, you're freaking out. This can be also the situation here. Three of Wands is all about adventure. Like, it's not education or anything. I feel like for travel, for some of you, changing jobs, maybe changing fields, or retiring and going on a cruise. It can be something like that as well, but I can see the fear is very loud here. Three of Pentacles, let me tell you, when you partner up with the right people, and even if you get like opposition to it, you're on a higher level. When you find the right expert idea or the people that are going to be extremely helpful to you, you're going to be elevated from all the drama happening down below. Some people might come up and try to tell you, don't do that, don't go there, don't do it, because of their own fears. But it seems like you need to stand your ground and say, you know what, this is my decision. And when you know better, you do better. And when you connect with the people they know better, they will actually direct you towards the right direction. So you wouldn't feel any hesitation to protect your boundaries there, okay? And Ten of Pentacles with Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like the outcome is that you're going to be thriving. You're going to get a very good outcome out of the situation, which is going to maybe even a long-term solution. And Eight of Pentacles is telling me that this can even direct you towards to learn more about this subject, okay? And you will maybe turn that into your art and master it. You might be helping others in this kind of situation. Not even like helping in the sense of you become the expert, can be, but also telling people this person is like, go to them. They know what they're talking about. They know what they're doing in the situation. I keep thinking this can be material thing, but now I'm thinking maybe this is like something you're dealing with is emotional situation. Like you're going to go on an adventure, but the emotions that you're thinking, oh, it's not going to work out well. There's even like phobia that people are afraid of going out of at home. Maybe it's something like that. Okay. And week 2, we have Knight of Cups. There's a situation. Some of you might be getting a good love offer here or something emotionally satisfying. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, and this can be a water sign and or maybe someone who is really emotionally not exactly mature like the King of Cups, but someone who knows what they want. And the white horse can symbolize that they are not hesitant. They're coming forward, walking towards you with this offer. Can show up as well, the situation, maybe something that you're offering getting accepted as well. It can be other way around too. Let's see how to handle that. Start planning, guys. What do you want? Start writing them down. You have the whole world in your hand with this offer. When it shows up, you're going to be able to pick and choose. So start picking and choosing before it shows up. Okay, that is going to send even a clear message to the universe that this is exactly what I want. So the offer can be fulfilling. And the outcome is 501s. 501s can be a little bit conflict that you're going to face. Let's see, what is that about? Yeah, there's a Knight of Wands and 501s. Knight of Wands is, yes, going on a new adventure, doing something bold and maybe even without even calculating. And what he is doing is he's still looking at the conflict, the drama, the people's like feeling like the 501s is not exactly fighting, because you don't see the wands are like touching each other or like hitting each other. There are too many cooks in the kitchen distracting you, okay, from the outcome you want to get out of the situation. This can even be maybe you get a job offer. You're planning, okay, we're going to do this and that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go there. This is what's going to happen. And then family comes in. Oh, where are you going to go? Don't go there. That's not safe. It's not good for you. They might actually come up with a lot of words that is not really going to help you to make a decision. I feel like you need to show up as a Knight of Wands here and make your concise decision and move forward. Okay, Knight of Cups, we have, yes, some of you are actually going to move away maybe when you make a decision about this. This can be even moving in with someone, but this is going to carry you from choppy waters to the calmer shore. So if you are in an unstable position, this can be even accepting a promotion at work that is going to upgrade you. But 501s, the cooks in the kitchen might be telling you, oh no, don't do that. It's going to be too many hours. It's going to be too much responsibility on your back. But I feel like you're ready to go. 2 of Wands with the King of Pentacles. The action is start planning and start investing. Start taking slow steps. Do not jump into it with both feet, and slow steps towards your stability, your future. And think about your financial, maybe material gains out of the situation and how you can manage it when it comes to your way. 501s, we have Chariot. Exactly. These people are talking, but they're not going to be able to hold you back, because you're moving on to from old town to a new town, galloping towards a new future. And if this is actually 501s can indicate too many voices in your head come forward and block your progress and do not allow you to be disciplined about your desire. So it is telling you to manage that. Focus on your heart's desire. Knight of Wands is victory, and it's about a victory that you feel nostalgic about. This can be for some of you children, working with children. This can be something from your past that you always wanted to experience. You always wanted to make it happen. You always felt nostalgic about. Now the opportunity is coming. Maybe this is a second job or a second thing on top of what you already have. That's why you have hesitation here. However, this is your lifelong dream, and it can turn into a very successful thing at the end of the day, it seems like here. Let's dive into your third week. Let's see what's happening within that timeline for you. Let's see the situation. What's the situation for beautiful Taurus? 3 of Wands again, guys. Some of you are really like going to a new adventure, and I feel like maybe within the first week, the adventure that you're planning is going to become something physical. If this is an investment, this is going to become a physical movement. Maybe you're making the investment that is going to have long-term stability, and then when it just starts to come to you, you're going to go on a new adventure. I'm gonna interpret this in a broad way. This can be going on an adventure physically. This can be starting a new hobby. This can be starting a hobby of yours, turning that into a business. For example, maybe you're playing guitar and you're very good at it, but you're going to start recording yourself and put it online. Maybe your songs, or maybe you want to teach it. Okay, it can be something like that as well. So, recording those small videos that teaches and post it. And it seems like that it's going to really, you're going to be able to do it by doing your heart's desire. Okay, the adventure is going to come forward. The action point is here, following your heart's desire, where your heart leads you. Heart usually not really usually. Heart is very clear. When you listen to your heart, it doesn't give you fear. So if the action that you're taking has fear, your brain is intervening. So Ace of Cups is do what you love, okay? what inspires you. Follow that. This can even be Ace of Cups. New adventure can be romance for some of you. If you have someone in your life, or if you are interested in someone, go ahead and send a text or say hi. Say, let's go have a coffee. Ace of Cups is do whatever is emotionally satisfying for you. I'm giving the examples that pops in my head, but whatever is at this moment of the third week, you can go ahead and do that, which is going to, yes, set you to a new adventure. It is going to be unknown waters initially. However, unknown waters meaning emotional, unknown territory maybe. However, it's going to lead to something really exciting for you. Okay, let's see what it is. You have a lot of fire this time. The dragon can be someone also involved, like the Sagittarius energy here. By the way, it can be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus Sagittarius. King of Swords is you're going on an adventure, but this is not random. This is something logical, what needs to be done at this time. Ace of Cups with the Ten of Cups, I feel like the action you need to take is follow your heart's desire. And also for some of you, Ten of Cups is happy family. This can be chosen families. This can be bloodlines. Come together with your family, okay? And the people that you see as family, and they will inspire you. Or maybe some of you, like I said, you are setting up to your new romantic thing. And it seems like if you keep your mind on the thing you desire, if you want a happy family, keep your intentions directly clear with that, okay? Someone, because they said, oh, I don't want a relationship, do not pursue that person because there's no love to it. Because like when I even say that in my heart, my gut, I feel this weird feeling, because if your intention is to have a happy family, a long-term stable relationship, and if this person is against it, that's not your person. Do not try to make that work, okay? Page of Wands is, yes, that something needs to come to an end in order for you to enjoy what's coming forward. This ending can be dramatic. I feel like a little bit internal ending, because now I felt it here. I'm going to say maybe you actually go along with other people's flow, and you do not really, because you don't want to lose them, maybe you're not really like allowing your personality to come out, your fun side to come out, your desires, because Page of Wands is like someone forward. They speak their mind, they are forward. This is what I want, this is what I like. And it seems like here there's something maybe you haven't been doing, or maybe in the past you have been tricked. That's why you don't want to show that side of yours, but it seems like that's coming to an end. Seven of Swords also indicates being tactical. Maybe you're being too blunt. Now I'm thinking this can be indicative of being a little bit tactical. Do not show your hand, because you're not going to have clarity with the situation at first. Be a little bit tactical, okay? And some things might come to an end. Ten of Swords seems like a dramatic ending. However, there's always sun comes up after the moon. So there's something actually in your life that is not really working anymore. You might say goodbye to it within the third week, okay? Let's see what's happening within the fourth week here. We have Temperance, balance coming to you. You're going to feel, maybe start doing things in moderation, or seeing certain people in moderation, and really connect with the people who you love, and separate yourself from the energies that are not really helpful at this time. Temperance, in the original tarot, we see the sun is shining on the background. There's like a path leading up to hills to the sun. So it seems like you're on the right pathway here within the fourth week. However, again, she's jumped in the water with both feet. You're not doing this, okay? This is not what we're doing. This is not the original tarot shows. You're doing it very carefully. When you do, we have an offer coming forward. Fish can indicate money offer, job offer. So within the fourth week, you might be dealing with also a material thing. Temperance is the Sagittarius, guys, by the way, or a new adventure somebody's offering you. Gradually you are diving into it rather than just jumping into it, diving headfirst, which can end up really bringing you financial stability, a new home opportunity, a new car, education, maybe starting school. So I feel like here for some of you, maybe you want to learn something new. However, this is basically telling you, just do not quit your job and start dedicate whole your time to it. This is telling you, just do it in moderation, step by step, and that will bring, in the long term, a stability, change of the thing that you're desiring to change, maybe getting the new car, moving to a new place, and start looking for new options, okay? Temperance, we have the Emperor, a lot of fire energy. Even though this is seeming like something happening very gradually in moderation, but it seems like it's going to give you a lot of authority. This is something that you always wanted to do. Another thing I feel with the Emperor, this is going to give you sovereignty. You're going to be free. Free with your decisions, freedom, like you're gonna have your autonomy basically in your own around surroundings. It can be even having your own desk at work. If you're working, like I used to work in that kind of environment, like with a U-shaped desk that a lot of people work around it. Maybe this is your own desk, your own office situation, okay? Page of Cups comes with the Four of Cups. What it seems like the offer is gonna come. Maybe you're gonna offer something, and you might deal with a situation of not seeing you have enough, okay, or they have enough. You might get an offer, for example, let's go with a job idea. This is a job offer. It gives you benefits and bonuses and this and that and the vacation time, but there's one thing missing and you're only focusing on that one thing, okay? That can really block the action and block the way through it. So Four of Cups coming as a warning, I feel like here, while you're taking action, getting things done, or giving the offers, taking the offers, considering them, like try to focus on the things that you're getting out of the situation. Nine of Swords came forward again with the Page of Pentacles. I feel like some of you might have fear of having more, or why this fear shows up, because we think that sometimes it comes to us as if I have more, they're going to take it away from me. If I have more, I have to pay more. If I have more, I'm in danger. Okay, that can be the fears coming to surface. This is showing up here so you can deal with that idea. Okay, because there's definitely a new like material satisfactory, materially new beginning coming forward, and you're showing up as a Page of Pentacles. You're going to do all the right decisions to make this work in the best possible way, because Page of Pentacles plants their seeds, her seeds very carefully, and collects them very carefully, minds her own business in a very careful way. And it seems like this is actually going to bring a lot of satisfaction at the end of the day. It is a new beginning, a new pathway towards, maybe I mentioned all the material things that you're desiring. However, there is fear here that's going to come to surface. This doesn't mean that fear is going to block you. It can if you allow it. You need to face it though, okay? You need to open your eyes. Let's see 3 important things you need to know during this timeline, what's coming your way, or what's the advice. We have a key. I mentioned here, key can be a new car key, can be a new house key, can be a new office key for yourself, or like, those office card key. Can be also unlocking a situation that has been tied for a long time, okay? It is coming forward. Number 33, we have 8 of Diamonds, which is 8 of Pentacles. So it might require you to learn something new, or get a new advice that is going to be working for you, or become an expert about something. 3 is creativity, adventure. It's a good one. We have the Coffin here. I have the 10 of Swords within the 3rd week in like a family situation, maybe romance situation. It seems like some of you are putting something to the rest, okay? And something that doesn't work for you. It can be something that you have been dragging. Maybe an ex that you have been keeping in touch, but they're just bringing you down and reminding you of the past and the negative stuff. This can be someone that you're expecting something to happen in between you, but it seems like you're also letting that go, and it's opening new doors for expansion. This can be even maybe something that you feel resentment about, okay? You're putting that to rest now. You're letting that go completely. And as soon as you do, new hearts, desire, love, appreciation, bonus, whatever it is that your heart actually desiring at this moment, that's showing up, okay? In a very beautiful way. I think this is like J is the Prince of Hearts, which is the Page of Cups. Something that will be emotionally fulfilling showing up, okay? Even though the Coffin seems like here, number 8 is material satisfaction. It's such a weird card here. Even though it seems like a negative card, number 8 is like karma, completing, material satisfaction, and that 9 of Diamonds is 9 of Pentacles, which is representative of like stability, financial, material stability, feeling satisfaction out of your work. And like, in order to feel the satisfaction, you are enjoying the creation's results, collecting the fruit of your labor. Let's see the god or goddess of assistance for you for this timeline. What do we have here? We have Nandi, the cow, okay? The bull, maybe even the bull because it has horns. This is your energy, guys. This is coming forward. The carrier of Shiva, coming forth to like help you carry you. Let's see. We have here your mantra. You can take a screenshot and repeat that. The meditation is, I offer salutations to the humped white bull Nandi, whose neck is decorated with bells. He is the carrier of the blue-throated Shiva, the embodiment of Dharma, as unshakable as the Himalayas. Dharma is the life force. The blessings that he will bring, or she will bring, grace of Shiva and Parvati, ability to carry out one's duty, ability for ever-increasing service. It seems like some of you are really upgrading like your service or material wealth with it. Knowledge and understanding of one's duties. Seems like also Eight of Pentacles tells me right there again that your duty, this can be your life purpose, what you're adding to the humanity, okay? Let's see your further guidance for this timeline. We have the Black Crow, beautiful. Walker on the wind, the raven. Raven shows the way, be courageous. Change and chance can bring exciting wonders. Raven is actually intuitive guidance, your gut feeling, your exciting heart feeling that tells you, oh, let's do this today. Okay, follow that because it's guiding you towards change and chance to bring exciting wonders. All right, beautifuls, that's all for today. I would like to thank you for joining me, and I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hey, beautiful, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.